Well, good morning. This video is going to be jam-packed with lots of stuff because we have to get Gronda ready for Scrape Fest this weekend and the car's not sitting where I want it. Through a quick list of things we got to do today. We got a tint strip that's paint matched that we got to put on. It's the same color as the car. It's forest green. So we got to put a tint strip on because this window is so big and it has no tint on it. So it just kind of looks dumb when you have blacked out windows. No tint on the front. It looks just weird to me, and putting a tint strip on will darken that up a bit, make it look a lot better. As you can see, I have no side marker. That is because we are going to be clearing my side markers by taking them apart and taking the orange piece out and then putting them back together. One was cracked. I don't know if I ever mentioned that, but this one had a crack in it, so I ordered a new side marker, took this one out, and then practiced on pulling it apart to see how it went. I figured out how to pull it apart, so now we have the new side marker. We got to take the other one out. The last thing on the agenda for Forester today is going to be fitment. Now, as you know, when the bags popped, we had to pull all the camber out, and so I have like 0 degrees to a positive ½ degree in the front, which I don't like. Back's good right now. We're at like -6, which doesn't even look like that on camera. Anyways, what we are going to do is I'm actually going to take the wheels off. We're putting 5mm spacers all the way around. Actually, I already have 5mm spacers on the front, but we're going to put a 5mm spacer on the rear, camber it in a little bit more. And we also have to go, so we're not doing camber with the top hats because that pushes the bag closer to the strut tower, and that's what caused it to pop last time. So we have the camber pulled all the way out on the strut tower so the bag's not close to the strut tower, and then they're actually slotted so the top bolt's ovaled out, so you get a smaller diameter bolt through the top bolt on the sleeve on the bag. You just tilt the wheel in, but you just can't, you have to make sure that you don't hit the bag with the wheel. So we could just tilt the wheel in until we still have enough clearance on the bag. We don't got to worry about it. Tighten up that bolt so it never moves. And there you go, you got camber. So that's what we got to do for all 4 corners. We have to get smaller bolts for all 4 corners. Pretty self-explanatory, pretty simple. We're going to start with the tint strip so that can dry while we work on the side markers. Let's get to it. Here is the tint strip. See if you can see that. It's like the same color, you know? Pretty much the same color. I think it's gonna look really good on here. But yeah, I'm gonna have to do this alone, so I'm gonna have to set the phone down and put on a time lapse or something of me throwing this on. Whenever you do a tint strip, just remember that you can't have any wax on the windows. Like if you wax your windows or use like the Rain-X stuff, you have to get Windex, soap and water, whatever, and you have to scrub where you're putting the tint strip on, because with that wax, the Rain-X stuff, it won't stick well and it'll come off. So you got to clean this completely with like soapy water or Windex before putting this on, and then you put it on. But I'm gonna put it on real quick. Well, that's honestly not matching as well as I thought it would. It's definitely brighter green than the car, but I have no other option now, so we're gonna have to run with this until I want to do chrome tint on the car, like green chrome tint, so either I have to run this till I do green chrome tint or until I get a black tint strip. It'll be fine for now though. I'm not worried about it. It looks better than having just the windshield open. As you probably noticed, I used Windex to wet install it because it's a lot easier without getting bubbles. You just have to let it dry afterwards before you cut the edges. We're just gonna let it dry for a little bit while we pull apart the side markers, and then we'll come back out and we'll cut the edges. So we'll just come over here. I'm supposed to have a screw there, but I don't. So you can just, there it is, and boom. Now we'll go take these apart. All right, so what I found out with the other one, we have the new one right here. This is the brand new one. What I found out with the other one that I was messing with is these are glued on. So we need to put them in the oven for a couple minutes to soften up the glue. And then we have to kind of pry them off and be very careful to not crack them. You also got to pull these rubber seals off. So we're going to pull these rubber seals off and then put them in the oven at like 100 degrees for, you know, 5 minutes just to soften it up. And that should work out just fine. And then I forgot that we also have hood struts that I bought forever ago before the STI swap was even finished. So that way we don't have to prop the hood all the way up like we normally do. And I don't have to use the hood prop anymore. We can take that out of the engine bay, make it look a little cleaner. This will look a lot better. So we're also going to install these today. Now that they're out of the oven, we're just going to use the screwdriver and we're just going to get under there and slowly pry the glue off to get the glass off without cracking it. Well, that didn't go well at all. I cracked both lenses and one of them didn't line back up when I was trying to glue them back together. So we have the driver's side. You see there's a crack there. Try to put it back together as best as I can. The passenger side, which is the old one, is one that turned out the best. See, there's a tiny crack there, but this one looks the best. So I guess I'll just throw them back in. I'll probably have to order new ones anyways, but I don't have time for that. The clear markers look okay. You can see a lot of the imperfections up close, which I don't like. But now I got the faded headlights. So we're gonna have to, I'll probably try and wet sand and clear these today as well. This one, why is this so loose? I don't know. It's not bad, could definitely be better though. All right, we just trimmed up the tint strip. It's looking pretty good. I'll give you guys an inside view of how low we put it. Pretty low, but pretty good. It's exactly where I wanted it. Just went and redid this. Got it to look a little bit better. So we're gonna throw that back in. All right, now that we have that stuff done, time to run to the parts store to grab the smaller bolts for the fitment stuff, the camber stuff, and we're also going to grab some clear coat spray paint because I'm gonna wet sand my headlights to bring them back to life. That's just a pretty car right there. Pretty car. We are back with all the stuff. We'll get a quick air out on this thing. I was working on this and the hood fell on my fingers, so that sucks. Nothing's broken though, but I had it all the way propped up straight up like normal, and the wind blew it down while my hand was right here like this. Boom, right under my hand. Luckily my boy Jaden was here and they popped it open for me because I couldn't get my hand out. So yeah, anyways, we got new bolts in. I got the wrong size washers, so I have to pull this bolt all the way off and put new washers on it, but we're getting there. The driver's side, totally done. We ended up pulling the back off, lowered the back a 1/2 inch, put the 5mm spacer on, put as much camber as we could without touching the bag, and then matched the front. So we will see how much we have. And we also lowered the front 1/4 inch. Okay, grazie. We're gonna do this the safe way because this jack sucks. Okay. Looks like way more than I had before. Oh yeah. Now I'm tucking. Now it's tucking. That's what I was going for. The wheels turned a little bit in the front, but we do have matching camber now, finally. So now we got to match passenger side. I've done really bad at filming As you know, that side's done. We had to go pick up some more washers to finish the rest of this. Sorry about the wind noise, if there's wind noise. We finished up that front already. This back, we still got to pull. Got to pull this off, spit it up a 1/2 inch to match the other side. Take the top bolt off, replace it with the smaller one so we can push it in for camber. Make sure to measure everything and match it. And we should be good. I'm gonna see you guys on a time lapse and finish this real quick because man, my back hurts and I am done with this. Okay, it is now time to go take this for a quick test drive to make sure that everything is working well. I just torqued down all the wheels. They all have 5 lugs in them, all torqued down. Gonna cold start it, let it warm up a bit. That's loud. Holy crap. I think I'm totally out of pressure. Yep, totally out of pressure. Oh, let's get a cold start though. That doesn't know, the reason it sounds like that is because I don't have TGVs. All right, so far so good. I don't feel any axle bind. It is a tad bouncy though. I think we're a little higher than our normal ride height though, so let's come on down. Working out well. I can't believe this is actually working. I really thought I would have really bad axle bind, but it seems to be driving perfect. Oh, I love this car. The camber in the mirror looks absolutely crazy. I need to take this thing to a parking lot to get some photos real quick. Also, we're driving with the tint strip for the first time and I am in love with it. I'm so excited to see what this thing looks like right now. Oh my gosh. This looks crazy. That looks so crazy. Sadly though, it looks like adding camber. Obviously when you tilt the wheel in, it brings the bottom down and out. So it lifted the car a little bit so the front lip doesn't touch anymore on the ground. Which I probably have more room to actually lower the strut itself. But that fitment, oh, I'm so happy right now. Look, I am actually tucking wheel now. Oh, that is so cool. That is so sick. I am about to destroy my front lip. I'm literally about to destroy the front end of my car. Oh gosh. Nope, that's not going up anymore. We're actually gonna bring the back down to try and level it. Oh, we're good. We're good. It's bouncy because the pressure's so high. There we go. Still definitely very bummed that the tint strip doesn't really match that well. It's way brighter green than I thought it would have been. But I also don't have time to order another one, so I guess we'll just rock this one. Comment down below if I should change it or not. I'm not sure. It's kind of bothering in like certain tones in like the sun, like That's a lot closer, but it's not close at all. Anyways, that's where we're gonna end this video. This video is already probably pretty long, so we're gonna wet sand and clear the headlights and do the hood struts in another video. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you like the new stance. Come out to Scrape Fest this Sunday to come check the car out. Love you all. Peace out.